This is from the Stamps. Shout out to the Stamps. I can't find the whole video, so I have to keep going to them.
What do you do when your wife, she here, and all the people I'm talking about.
About to go down.
Okay, we got it. We got Jose is in position. Okay, we got it. What's up?
What do you do when your wife respects and appreciates her friends more than she does her husband who pays the bills with her?
Who pays the bills? Okay. All right, anybody want to start?
Well, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Mr. Paul, please define for me respect. What do you mean when you say she respects her friends more than she does the one who pays the bills? What does that mean?
If I call her and she on the phone with one of those friends that's back there,
Hey, you know a nigga serious when he like, hey. All right, let's get back to it. Okay. So when you call, she like, I'm gonna hit you back because I'm talking to my girls. All right. Do you feel like she spends more quality time with her friends than you?
no, that's not my point. My point is she don't respect my energy and effort to stay in our relationship, stay in our marriage, and stay with our children, stay with her. She respects their opinions, their thoughts, their bullshit.
All right, Paul. Okay, all right, Paul. See, so listen, Paul. I want you to go home and to a happy home. So what I'm gonna do is say this. Let me ask you this question, Paul. All right, everybody, look to your left, right. Say shh. Paul, I can tell you frustrated about this.
Well, is it frustrated or are you hurt, Mr. Paul?
I'm more hurt than frustrated.
Yeah. Because for you to stand in front of this community and say that,
She said in front of all these bitches.
to share that part of your relationship with your wife speaks to me that there's a part in you that's really hurt. So I want to say to you, I hear you. I want to say that. I hear you. And I want to say to your wife and her friends who are here, hear his pain before you get into your shame or anger or upset.
The audience has already started that.
For you to say that. Now, Mr. Paul, this is a conversation I think you and Mrs. Paul, me and Mrs. Paul. Oh, that was Jones. I think this is a conversation that you need to have. Wifey, hear what he's saying. He feels disrespected. Girlfriends, here, if you love her, get out of the way. If you love her, get out of the way. Mr. Paul, you need to have this conversation with Mrs. Paul, and not from a place of upset. Tell her it hurts my feelings when you put me on hold for them, and see if you can come up with a compromise. How long have y'all been together?
We've been together 11 years, been married 6.
Yeah, you don't want to lose your marriage, do you?
I don't want to lose my girls.
Well, she's one of them, right?
She's one of them.
Yeah. Okay, y'all. Tell her.
Oh, Mr. Paul. This was not the place to bring this, but since you did, okay. What y'all gonna do, sassies? What y'all gonna do? This is another reason not to have a bunch of biatches all up in your shit, but to sit up there and then they're at the show too. That's crazy, y'all. It's one thing at least if you home, you know, if you home and you're on the phone, or Etta Mae came over or whatever, something like that. You come home, Etta Mae is there in the kitchen, they yapping or whatever. That's one thing. Excuse me. And she be on the phone with him. That's one thing as well. But you can't even go to tonight's conversation, and they gotta come too. And you probably there by yourself, basically, because they happen to them about this one, that one, and the third. And if they've only been married for 11 years, let's be honest. I mean, married for 6 years, they've been together for 11 years or so. Let's be honest. Mr. Paul is not young. So the odds are, I know y'all think it's all these young chickadees, but I'm telling you, the odds are in this case, Mrs. Paul ain't young either. So Mrs. Paul wants to sit up here and play these damn games. Why they need to come here with y'all? Why you gotta have them with you? Why the hell has he honestly put up with it after 5 years to go and marry her and then be married for 6 years? Because if she's doing it for 6 years, she was doing it for the 5 years beforehand. And I guess he was okay with it. So really, that's the next question. Why did you even bother to marry her? That's what they should have asked her. When did this start, Mr. Paul? Because the odds are it had probably happened beforehand. Now, he did say paying the bills with her, which I don't know if they heard that part, because I think they think that he's just paying bills. Now, if he was just paying it all by himself or whatever, he definitely is a fool, even though at the end of the day, this is still foolish. And like Jean Lay say, I believe, he don't need no card. That's the other reason why I'd be like, why do y'all feel the need to write it down? Like, write down the initial question so Ace can pick your name. But you can't tell your life story without reading it. You in the situation, why can't you do it? Shout out to Celine. She said, did you hear about the streamer Chud the Builder? The white people on X are making fun of him because a black woman came out and said he likes pegging. No, and I could care less about Chud the Builder. But thanks, I appreciate you. This is weird, of course. And while I have a little bit of sympathy for Paul, Mr. Paul, I really don't. Because you married her. I'm telling you, this was the case beforehand. And what's these people gonna do? He could be the father of every single last one of them except for Iyanla. What they gonna tell him? What they gonna tell? You think your wife gonna listen to these people? Who thinks she gonna listen to these people? Now he's tired of being tired. Then he need to go to sleep and figure the fuck out. Because child, we're not gonna sit up here and act like it's his wife's problem. It's her. She is the issue. It's his problem. He need to make the freaking decision and choice. If it's that bad, in my opinion, if it's that bad that you had to come up here and say it in front of these people, then you should have took care of it. You married to me, you married to them. Keep your head in the game here. Don't have them bitches over here when I'm home. It's not like you can't have friends. Come on now. But all the time. Now imagine they gotta know everything in their life too. That gotta be a part of it. You think she not run off at the mouth every time Paul take his shoes off and it's a hole in his sock and she gotta, you remember them back in the olden days, they had these round balls, you put the sock on it and then they had to oh, this is ridiculous. Yeah, these people, listen, when you marry, you don't need people in your shit. You don't need to be telling people shit. And you don't need to be having them in your place, in your face 24 hours a damn day. That's crazy. They probably got input into shit. How you let him talk like that? How you have him talking to you like that? Who he think he is, girl? How a bunch of people, they ain't got no husbands. Mrs. Paul got a whole ass husband listening to bitches that ain't got no man. Bueller, who think they got men? But they got to spend all this time with Mrs. Paul.
So y'all been together 11 years, married 6. How long has the dynamic been that way? How long has she?
As soon as we got married.
Now, hold on, see.
Oh, as soon as we got married. I wonder how old the kids are now that you say that. If they've been together for 11, because I'm assuming he wouldn't care about her kids, and if it was his kids, it would not be a thing to be worried about. You know? I don't know. Maybe Lindell is right. Yo, why would you want to get to this age and have babies? I mean, let me know, please. Why would you be this old and want to have babies, y'all? Why? That's to each his own, to each his own. Absolutely agree. This is all on him. And now, especially when he just now said, allegedly, come on, Mr. Paul. It started right after they got married. So them bitches wasn't here beforehand. You telling me for 5 years, those bitches wasn't around? They wasn't at your house? They wasn't on the phone? I don't believe that.
Because you know what I'm talking about. You know.
Okay.
Because I'm paying attention to how you're even referring to your wife right now. Like I'm paying attention to the fact that you're willing to humiliate your wife in front of thousands of people also. So what is it that you do?
Why does she just now say that how he's treating his wife? Hold on. Now, Kitty, come on now.
Dynamic been that way? How long has she
As soon as we got married.
Now, hold on, see, because you know what I'm talking about. You know,
Okay.
because I'm paying attention to how you're even referring to your wife right now. Like I'm paying attention to the fact that you're willing to humiliate your wife in front of thousands of people also.
Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. All these bitches that come up here all the damn time, and she gonna sit up here and say how he wanted to humiliate his wife. If he wanted to humiliate her, he would have brought her to the front, first of all. Second of all these bitches that come up here and say this bullshit, are you kidding me right now? Every single time. Do I not say this? Do I not say this? Every single time a man come up here, he gets embarrassed. I don't know why they do it. Every single time. Cat Daddy, which I just released, I think, this morning. That dark-skinned dude, I got to get that one out. Paul, Mr. Paul, that's where you going with this girl. Wow, every single time. You think these people hear that or see that? What she just said when they was doing this, the dudes was like, he's serious, he's serious. Plus, you can just tell that he is frustrated. You can see and hear it that he is frustrated. He don't like Jean Lay said, he don't even need a car, child. I know what the damn problem is. This is what them bitches do. What happened?
Thanks for the tip.
You come up here, you support this damn show. He paid his $150 or so, probably $300 for him and the wife. Hopefully he did not pay for the women. And this is the thanks that you get. This is the thanks that you get. I don't know why men come up here. I really don't know why men come up here. They get embarrassed every single time. Wow. Oh, the dude with the Martin Luther King jacket. The dude with the Martin Luther King jacket. Child. Good morning, Uncle Rick. Hey, boo. He said, good girls do it too. Hey, boo. Morning, besties. Oh, no. And nobody, of course, these guys aren't going to say anything. Excuse me. They're not going to say anything, even though they kind of should. How come the men, I paused it. But how come the men ain't speaking up? Hold up. He got a real issue. He came up here. He did all this. He got a real issue. We not going to just act like Paul did anything to embarrass his wife, because he definitely could have brought her to the front of the congregation. Shout out to Anton. And you a lie. I do not cape for anybody. You better get it together, T-Brew, because I will block you in a heartbeat. Play games somewhere else. I do not cape for none of these people. Just because I like her and I like Trill doesn't mean I cape for her. These bitches be wrong all the time. Tread lightly, sir. Tread lightly. Hey, boo. He said, Kitty the Chameleon. Lord have mercy. Wild. Yes, because the hyenas love Kitty talking like this. I don't mind her talking either, but she's supposed to be coming from a biblical perspective, right? That's her lane, right? And she's usually typically nice. I agree with her about 70% of the time. But child, now this is where we going. I don't know how old this is or new this is or whatever. But it's clear as mud as what just happened here. I don't know why y'all come up here. I don't know why they come up here. Prince Revolver in the building. I appreciate you saying another lifetime. Me and Messy are married. Shout out to you, boo. I appreciate you. Shout out to all y'all. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
So what is it that you do inside of the house that will make it to where she can actually respect you? Because just because you pay.
Wait. What are we talking about?
I'm paying attention to the fact that you're willing to humiliate your wife in front of thousands of people also. So what is it that you do inside of the house that will make it to where she can actually respect you? Because just because
you're doing inside of the house so that she can respect you. What does that have to do with her choosing the friends first? What does that have to do with anything? Because biblically, and I don't know the Bible like she supposedly does, ain't you supposed to cleave to your spouse, to your husband or your wife? Nobody should be before them. Where that part at? Ain't that in there? Where that part at? Till death do us part. The reading come from Corinthians, if I'm not mistaken. What happened to all that? Where'd that go? Now it's what are you doing in the house? Are we gonna try to say, oh, well, you're not cleaning up? Well, you left your shoes at the front door. Your sock got a hole in it, and she had to put it on the ball and sew it. And then they didn't hear the part where he did say, I pay the bills with her, so she pays them too. And even if he just say that he did pay all the bills, right? Let's just go ahead and go with that, since that's what they hear. Ain't that all the more reason that she should straighten the fuck up before he decides he ain't paying none of them and you can pay them all and he leave? How about that? How about that? Child.
Pay bills and things like that doesn't mean that you will be able to get fully that level of respect. Hold on.
Listen to the claps. Listen to the claps. Child, they all gonna be in the same place. Remember how they checked up on a couple of the people from that went viral from Kevin Samuels? I think average at best. They were still single. He been dead for going on 5 years, or did y'all say 4 years? They did it after about 2 to 3. They still single because they listening to people like this. First of all, why is this grown ass man coming to these young ass people that could be his children? Why are you asking these people that could be your children? They're not professionals. Maybe he didn't know. Well, Cheyenne ain't on here. Maybe he didn't know that Dr. Bryant wasn't a doctor. Uh-oh, I wonder if Iyanla really is a doctor. Ain't she a doctor, Iyanla? But now we trying to say that even if you do pay all the bills, what are you doing inside of the house? Ain't none of your fucking business what I'm doing inside of my house. All the more reason that if I am paying all the bills, that she should show some fucking respect. Because I said it's too much. I'm sure he didn't say allegedly. I'm sure he didn't say you can't talk to them ever again at all in life, right? It's something called boundaries, which I know a lot of you hating hoes change the meaning of words. But what a boundary is a fucking limit, okay? So nobody said, I'm sure that you can't never see these people again. But what you're not going to do is infringe upon my time at home, my time with you in favor of them. You can go out. You can go out with your friends. You can go on a cruise. You can go to Puerto Rico, child. But I better get the time that I need when I need it. That's it. That's all. Have something to eat. Have a decent place to sleep. No Hunter virus up in here. It's never enough. You can't win. It's never enough. That's crazy. Shout out to Prince Revolver. I appreciate you, boo. He said Superman, Bruce Wayne, and Jesus ain't it. Lord help your people. I agree, though. I agree. Wow. And this is the route. I can't believe this is the route that she's going, though. This is weird. Chris in the building. Thank you, boo. He said my dad drives an 18-wheeler, and when he got paid, he told mom and she paid bills. Dad didn't do much at home, but made sure we did chores. Mom told us. That's how it used to work. The woman would stay home. The man would go to work. She would stay home, care for the kids, care for the home, cook, clean, all that stuff. That is what I lived with once I was put out of the house. I mean, I already knew my best friend's family, and so I had already seen it, but then I went and lived with it, right? And that's how it worked. And he would just hand the money over. That's just what it was. He wasn't worried about somebody doing something, taking something, going away, all this dumb shit that you dumb bitches think and talk about, because that's what you do. And then somebody does it, and then you feel in some kind of way about it, but you do the shit to yourselves and continue to, because you listen to people that ain't got bit of credentials, first of all. Second of all, you listen to people that are younger than you. Third of all, you listen to women. None of y'all know what the fuck you're doing. I'm a woman. I'm not offended. And then you just want to be so allegedly equal, but you only want to be equal when you want to be equal. You get everything that you want, and then you want equality to come in after that, which is you do what you want. He who holds the purse is the one that's in charge, which is why y'all wilding out when the government goes on furlough. And I'm talking about when they cut the food stamps and they cut the the welfare, and they cut all this stuff. And then y'all get upset and say you want it so bad because you need it so bad, but then you in the streets talking about no kings. You so independent that you crying in the soup when they take that shit away from you. That's not independence. That's foolishness and stupidity. Dummism. Sorry, it's dummism. But y'all, that's y'all's favorite thing is dummism. Favorite thing is dummism. Thank you for another 5. Boo. He said, oh, mom made sure we greeted dad when he got home. He made a plate. He made a plate first, then mom, then us 6 kids after that. Hashtag misogyny. Shout out to MSG. And that's how it was. That's how it was. Well, my friend's mom would serve him first, of course. Then she would serve the kids and she would eat last. So that's how she did it, which I don't, disagree with the way that that's how it's typically done, but that's just how benevolent she was, honestly, at the end of the day. So I get it. That's not abnormal, but these bitches think that they should be served. And it's like, you want to be served, but you're not offering anything. And even if just say, but then you will deal with Johnny Ray Smith and give him all the kids. He got to do nothing. You allow him to live with you. He impregnates you, her, and her. And then you over here letting him come live with you yet again. Like it's mental at this point. And like I say, even if Mr. Paul has a wife that's, I don't know, 35, you want to fuck that up? You want to fuck that up after it took you this long to go ahead and get married? So you want to hang out with your friends. Child, that probably is actually what the real issue is. These people want to be with each other more than they do want to be with y'all. That could be the problem. I don't know. Weird to me, but to each his own. I don't want to be hanging out with no bitches. Fuck them. What I want to hang out with you for? I don't like women like that. And I'm not gay. What the fuck do I want to spend a bunch of time with a bunch of bitches for? So they can fucking bitch? I can bitch. I'm a woman. I don't need you to bitch with me. Child, please. These people are crazy. Come on, girl.
So what is it that you do inside of the house that will make it to where she can actually respect you? Because just because you pay bills.
What do you do inside of the house so that it could make it so she could respect you? He probably provided the damn house kit.
And things like that doesn't mean that you will be able to get fully that level of respect. Hold on, because
oh yeah, because he's ready to interject.
If you say you pay bills, but if I'm coming to you about a concern, if I'm coming to you about something I'm grieving, something you hurt me on, something that I feel abandoned on, will you give me the safety to be able to talk about it? Can I trust you emotionally? Can I trust you spiritually? Can I trust you financially? Can I trust you in all of these aspects to prove that you give me a level of emotional security?
Josh, she just saying shit. Now I'm about to, she about to piss me off because she's just up here saying shit. How come she's not giving the spiritual conversation right now? Where's the spiritual conversation right now? Ain't that where she always go? The Lord with the Lord. Shouldn't it be as the head of the household, you the man, she the woman? Where that conversation at? Out the window. Somebody just said men should never go up here. I agree. Rose, I agree. When they stop coming to the damn show, that's what's going to be next. Do
we actually have a partnership? Because just because you marry does not mean that you have entered into an actual partnership. Are we truly aligned?
Said it about her husband. What y'all think about to happen? Let somebody come up here and say this mess about her husband, and what you think she gonna say? The Bible says, the Lord says, the covering and the covenant and the 10 Commandments. Say I'm lying.
It's for the tip.
Say I'm lying. Now using these made up words and shit. That man don't give a shit about that. You see how old he is? You think he listening to that, child? I'm my age, and I don't be understanding the shit that y'all be saying with these made up words and phrases. Just making shit up to make shit more difficult. Thank you, boo. He said, if somebody paid my bills, I wouldn't say a word. They're not appreciative. They expect it. Let me rephrase. They expect it from Yah, but not from Johnny Ray Smith. Johnny Ray Smith can just toss dick and he good. Yah, because you about something and you got something, y'all got to pay all the bills. You got to have this emotional bullshit that they talking about. You got to cry on demand so they then can turn around and call you the rest of it, a punk bitch. You got to confide in them so that they can then take whatever you confide in them for and use it against you. Then you get to die. Did I hang that up yet? Got a whole ass new meme that says that there's more to life than paying bills and dying. It's not specific to men. It's just specific to anybody. I don't think I got a chance to put it up yet, but I will. It's crazy. Y'all don't date Sheena. Don't marry Sheena. Okay? Because anyone that thinks that this makes sense after what that man said, after coming up here, I can help y'all. See, I'm being serious right now. Do not date Sheena. And any woman that says anything like that about what Kitty just said, don't deal with them at all. Now, if y'all go for the firebox situation, that's on y'all, because I know how y'all do. But y'all, ain't no way, after what this man said, that anybody can agree with anything she says while she's gaslighting this man wholeheartedly. Y'all, see? This is us a star, y'all. This is us a star. Look at that. They turn real quick, don't they? Shout out to you for proving my point. Can't handle shit. Nothing. Can come in and start the chaos, but can't take it when it's thrown back at her. Bitches be bitching, yeah. They the same. I can point them out. I'm telling you. Woo! Every single time.
Because I hear you and I understand that a wife is supposed to respect you, but a husband is supposed to love a wife as well. So how are you loving your wife? Because a lot of times...
a husband is supposed to love a wife as well. Did he not marry her? I guess that don't count for anything, right? Yeah, that don't matter. And if they think that he said he's paying all the bills, I guess that don't matter either, right? Never satisfied. Including Sheena. Never. You can't satisfy people like this. So why would you bother? There's no point. You'll be driving yourself insane. Imagine being able to be a woman that can care for a home, care for children, because child, that's what you should do, as a mother, and being a responsible homeowner, right? And then you can contribute financially. You can still cook. Child, the clothes are folded. Shout out to me. Now, those are for the loads that I did, and you know that the damn washing machine broke and the man came over to look at it. So for the clothes that I had, they are all folded. I'm proud of me. And you do communicate. It ain't gotta be no emotional baggage and all these other phrases that they're making the fuck up. And you do say, this is what it is. This is how it works. This is where I'm going. This is what I'm doing. And then everything is everything. And everybody knows what's going on. And people just move forward in life and don't have to go on to tonight's conversation to get advice from non-credentialed people. Let's we not forget that. Non-credentialed people at this big old age to their younger ages. I would choose that every day, all day. I choose that every day, all day. Thank you, Boo. He said, how is Messy lonely when she married? Child, we don't explain shit to trolls. I'm just letting y'all know. You ain't got to be worried. They show themselves. This is why I'm saying, like, when some of these things happen, it's just like, how do y'all not know? All you have to, in my opinion, this is just me. I'm a woman, right? I won't know if I want to know anybody longer, whether it's friendship or relationship or anything like that, with one conversation. I'm not going to say one, with a few conversations, because you're going to piss me off. But my patience be thin sometimes. But if you talk stupid, if I can't talk to you, we can't talk to each other, like politically, without you having a fit, I don't need to know you. Because regardless of where I am politically, you're not going to sit up here and start with because I won't vote for Cam. You're a coon. Fuck that bitch and fuck you too, okay? That's not how that works. If you can't take a difference of opinion, I don't need to know you. I don't. That's it. That's all. It's quite simple. If you speak like you don't have the sense that God gave you, and you blame and you never accept accountability, I don't need to know you. If you say that everything is white people's fault, I don't need to know you. If you say that everything is a black man's fault or a man's fault, I don't need to know you. See, those things are already there. Shout out to me. Shout out to me. There you go. There you go with another one. Who's forcing you to be here? There are a lot of insane people among us, y'all. There are a lot of insane people amongst us. That's why you got to be careful. They tell on them. They tell on themselves. They tell on themselves. That's insane. This is pure insanity. I don't like it. This is boring. Who's forcing you to be here? Bueller? Anybody? Is anyone forcing any of y'all to be here? Are y'all being... Wait, is this the slavery that Ricky was talking about? Is that what's going on? Do I have this shit set to slavery? Do I have the customization set to slavery? Oh my goodness gracious, y'all. Every day, people is crazy. Be careful who the hell you have in your damn company. I'm telling you. I'm going to figure it out sooner rather than later, because I'm not going to sit up here and have crazy ass people who are crazy up in my space around my family. Shit.
Lack of respect of you is a reflection of your lack of love for her, your appropriate love. So that's my question to you.
Just to see a lack of love for this man. Oh my God. What the? I'm about to shut this shit down. How long we been on? 20 minutes?
Entered into an actual partnership. Are we truly aligned? Because I hear you and I understand that a wife is supposed to respect you, but a husband is supposed to love a wife as well. Partnership. Because just because you married does not mean that you have entered into an actual partnership.
Just because you're married, it doesn't mean that you've entered into a partnership.
Are we truly aligned? Because
are we truly aligned? Again, non-credentialed people making up this shit like this. Excuse me, after a 1 minute, whatever that 1 minute soliloquy that he gave.
I hear you and I understand that a wife is supposed to respect you.
I hear you and a wife is supposed to respect you. That's end of sentence. That's the end of the sentence.
But a husband.
But y'all know what that means, right? But a husband
is supposed to love a wife as well.
Is supposed to love a wife as well. Y'all, maybe I need to stop watching these things because it's getting worse and worse and worse. Maybe I need to stop watching these things because it's getting worse and worse and worse. Nicole, exactly. This is the married woman of God and the Lord Jesus Christ, and this is where she's going with this. And ain't nobody saying nothing. And Iyanla even up there shaking her head. Let's go, sis. Yes, let's go, sis. Yeah, Lawrence, exactly. Yeah, I see it. Iyanla up here.
So how are you loving your wife? Because a lot of times her lack of respect of you is a reflection of your lack of love for her.
You bitches will stay single forever.
Because I hear you and I understand that a wife is supposed to respect you, but a husband is supposed to love a wife as well. So how are you loving your wife? Because a lot of times her lack of respect of you is a reflection of your lack of love for her.
Nicole, I'm about to shut this shit down.
Appropriate love. So that's my
listen to the crowd, y'all. You hear the crowd getting all riled up, right?
Question to you. What are you actually doing that will allow her to come up to that level to where she can respect you?
What are you doing so that she can come up to a level to respect you? I know, Reaper. I'm already done. Sid, she's saying nothing, but it's still disparaging to him. It's still disparaging to him.
As the head of household. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful when I say that, but that's a moment of reflection.
She back there with her girlfriends. Yeah, Kitty! You want to bet? See, girl, we told you. Kitty said. Iyanla saying it's okay too, girl. We know he don't know nothing, girl. You need to tell him. Child. I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. You heard what I said? Because I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. Ice, every single time. I keep saying I don't know why men go up here. I'm flabbergasted right now at Kitty though. This is totally me being flabbergasted by her. Because she should be speaking biblically from the Bible like she always does. Biblical, the Lord says, the Lord says, the Lord said. I don't hear her talking about the Lord right now. Ain't a wife supposed to honor her husband? I don't hear none of that. None of it.
That's a very serious question that you really have to look at, because I know how I'm a woman. I am a woman who loves my husband. I love my husband. And it has never been a moment where I respected him, because that man gives me a level of safety and security that I have never experienced in my life. And everybody on this stage has witnessed it. I never have to worry about everything. If I ever have a complaint.
This is not even about none of that. This is about his wife putting other bitches before him. Where did we lose this in this match? Where did that get lost in translation, y'all? That's what this is about. Reaper, allegedly. Allegedly. I cannot. Is that true? Don't tell me that that's true. Thank you, Nicole. This is how you have to go to actual therapists and counseling services. That's Nicole. Not bootleg talk shows. All right, Reaper, thank you. Okay, thank you. Lord, help your people. Lord.
My husband sits there and he listens, no matter how tired he is. He gets.
Her husband sits there. Did you hear that? He sits there. Sit there. You sit there. And then what you do to kids, sit down in that corner. Sit there. Woo.
Gives me the space to be a woman, to be a feminine woman, to be a mother, to nurture.
What does this have to do with
the home and everything else? So it's never a moment where I ever have to disrespect him, because that man loves me. So how do you love your
Mr.
wife?
Paul, this right here, this gonna cost you.
That's okay. That's okay.
You're not lying.
This gonna cost him.
Can we try to salvage this? Because I know that they want to be happy.
One more question.
Okay.
I just
I'm up here too.
Yeah, I just want to ask a question.
Trill, please save the show. Please save this segment for me. Please, please, please.
How old is your wife?
She's 49, I'm 60.
There you go. Not that that's young, but it's younger than him. All right, Trill. So maybe they did have a kid or two. Maybe they do have young kids. Mr. Paul was trying to be like, get himself a younger woman. Now, come on, y'all. Know damn well he wasn't going to get nobody that's 25 or 26. Let's be honest, right? But he got himself a young thing. Truth about her run it. She's always on the phone. Oh, he didn't know. Let me stop. Woo! All right. So 49, 11 years. Y'all know I'm not good at math. 38, right? So they probably got together in 38. At 38, had a couple kids. Now she's 49. So it's possible, Lindell, if you're still here, it is possible that they had a couple kids. But Lindell, you think he about to take two young girls? He's not. Allegedly. I just don't think that's what he's gonna do.
Can I?
All right, I guess he just wanted to see how old the kid was. Yeah, I don't think that he want to be. I mean, it clearly he cares about his kids and they're girls because he said daughters. But do he want to be at this age with possibly, maybe? How old would they be? 5, 6, something like that?
Can I say this last part to you before we go on, Mr. Paul? And this is to the men in the room. We got to stop reducing ourselves to a paycheck and paying a bill. You said,
men in the room, y'all got to start reducing yourself to being just a paycheck. I'm not going to get riled up today. I've decided that I'm not getting riled up today. But I'm gonna need somebody to Tell me, who be talking about, I'm not paying 50-50. I don't know nothing about no 50-50. He got to pay all the bills. He got to pay all the bills, the bills. Some of the phrases that I can't stand. He got to pay all the bills. He got to take me to Castro, Pastros, and Mastros. All that. Who says all that? Who says all that? It makes it about being a paycheck all the time. Who? Oh my goodness. What a gaslight. Oh my God. Gentlemen, you gotta stop reducing yourselves to being a paycheck, because y'all always come out here saying, that's how much money I got, bitch. I want to take you here. You got to do this. I got all this money, bitch. Is that what goes on? Is that how that works? Thank you, RBN. He said the Kendra G exploitation live stream. Tonight's conversation, all show we're nothing but cannibalistic with each other, especially when a black man is being served up no matter how old he is. And the rest of the men there that allow that to happen. Wow. Yeah, and then who be looking for Gucci, Fucci, Poochie, and Lucci? Who's out here crashing out about Mother's Day? Who gonna be out here crashing out about Father's Day? Who gonna be out here crashing out for Father's Day? Happen every year. Ace said, somebody make sure Obsidian hears this. This might be old though. Ace said that you gentlemen better stop reducing yourselves to paychecks, okay? All right. Derek said a 60-year-old stepdaddy is rough. I think those are his kids. Because they've been together for 11 years, which puts her at 38, so she could have had a couple, because he said daughters. So he's concerned about his kids. Ooh, Lord help your people, and help me too.
You added that as if that replaces you being a person.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? I'm done for the day. What the fuck? How many bitches come up here talking about, remember that heifer that came up here and said that the dude pays all her bills, but he wasn't romantic. And then her mama said, you need to get a, what do they call it? A slinky link. And then she got one. And then the slinky link got mad and exposed it to the other one. And then he said, I'm done with you. And now she's saying, oh, but I want him back because you can't pay. She said that to the slinky link. You can't pay all my bills. Who be talking about the bills all the time and paying shit all the time? You gentlemen, sassy straights, say, we don't care about your money. Is that not what y'all said? We don't care about y'all's money. We ain't thinking about money. It ain't about money because y'all ain't giving us none. How many bitches come up here and say that? How many? He pays all the bills. How many talk shows, how many panels have y'all seen? We need him to pay all the bills. Bills. Can you pay my telephone bill? Can you pay my automobile? Then maybe we could chill. Doomed. And this is why you bitches will, 1, still get played. 2, you ain't gonna get married. And 3, this is why those that aren't like this, like these heifers, need to differentiate yourself so that these ninjas, these sassy straights, my bad, so these sassy straights can know who isn't like this. And child, at this point, if you come up here asking a question, you're on the no. Listen to me, I'm gonna start pointing them out for y'all, okay? Whoever that bitch was earlier, no. If they say something like that, no. Now, I don't know if that second person, that second troll talking about this is boring. No. Free will is a thing, okay? If they don't know how to exercise free will and get themselves out of something that they don't like, Stay away from them. If they go to tonight's conversation and go up here and ask a question, because I'm gonna go back, y'all. I'm gonna go back. But if they go up here and ask a question, no. All right. Glad I cleared that up for y'all. Let me let them finish so I can move on to some racism so I can calm down. Yes, racism will probably calm me down today.
We need as men to look at our personhood, because then we can find the truth in how to communicate to a person. Because if you say, hey, you need to respect me because I pay bills, that don't hit the same as
She pays most of the bills. I manage the bills.
Goodbye. 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 Look, we about to go to racism. Racism is less stressful for me. Racism is less stressful for me. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you, Boo. He said some people who only want same people who only want six-figure man. Yes, exactly. Now she pays all the bills. Look at the stamps face. Look at the stamps. Look at the stamps. Look at the Mrs. Stamp is like, oh, huh? What is the Scooby-Doo that does that? Huh? Look at Mr. Stamp. Shout out to the stamps. Oh my God. This lady down here in the blue and yellow, steadily recording this. Have you seen her this whole time? She ain't missing a beat of none of this.
Mr. Paul, I love you. We gonna quit while we ahead, Mr. Paul. So, can we talk after the show, Mr. Paul, me and you? All right, let's talk after the show. All right, I love you, Mr. Paul. All right, Mr. Paul, I love Mr. Paul. Mr. Paul, thank you for your question, Mr. Paul. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, I'm about to go. I gotta work still, but Mr. Paul, we gonna talk. We gotta do some more work. Boy and Lance, welcome to tonight's conversation. This is what we do. Yes, we do this on a regular basis. Okay, that's all righty. Thank you. Hey, hold on. Y'all quit being messy. Y'all are messy. Sit your asses down. Why y'all? Hey, sit down. Quit being so messy.
Look at them. Look, hear the crowd, y'all. Gentlemen.
This is what we do. Yes, we do this on a regular basis. Okay, that's all righty.
They all look still recording, putting it so they can put on the internet. What A said. These are not your women, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna concede these are not your women. All right. Let me go back to what A said. Then I'm done with this.
before we go on, Mr. Paul. And this is to the men in the room. We got to stop reducing ourselves
To a paycheck.
to a paycheck and paying a bill. You said, you added that as if that replaces you being a person. We need as men to look at our personhood, because then we can find the truth in how to communicate to a person. Because if you say, hey, you need to respect me because I pay bills, that don't hit the same as
She pays most of the bills. I manage the bills.
All right. That's how we got here. All right. That's enough. Let's move on to racism because I've had enough.
That's the kind of stuff you watch from a distance.